Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, we've got another edition from Green River. This is the regular rye, and I've been wanting to get this thing on the channel for a while. I had it in the stockpile for a while. Let's get it.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
I had this thing for about 6 months now. I had to go back and look through the video. Shout out to Drug City. I got it when I did the Bourbon Hunt video up in Baltimore, Drug City. What an amazing store that is. Go and check that place out. But this thing right here, this is the regular rye that Green River released. Now, we all know the OG. So we've got the regular bourbon with the black label. We've got the wheated with the blue label, which I was a huge fan of. So when they came out with this one, I had to get it and get it on the channel. Now, the problem is so much stuff comes out that I kind of get, just inundated with footage that I need to edit, and then new bottles come out, so then older bottles just get pushed back. But this thing comes in at 95 proof. More than likely it's 4 to 6 year old juice. More than likely probably closer to the 4 side. Green River, they're still a new company, so to speak. But let's get into the nose of this thing, man, because so far coming out of the glass is kind of interesting. It's like a creamy orange. Like a creamy orange citrusy note. A little bit of like that sweet rye note. And what I do is I normally equate that to some type of like fig, just a slight fig note. Sometimes like that same maltiness that you get out of just a whiskey. Now, I believe this is a 95.5. I can't remember, so don't quote me on that, but I believe this is a 95.5. Let's get into the palate. Quick cut in. I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me on YouTube. Now, I would love for you guys to come over and join me on Patreon. We will have some Patreon-only exclusive material, as well as, once I get it up to snuff, merch giveaways. We will have sample giveaways for Bourbon Drop and Bottle Drop tier members at the end of the month. So once I get up to 10 members on each tier, we'll start getting those samples rolled out. What else? Oh, barrel picks. Come join us over there so you can get first dibs on barrel picks. Now let's get back to the video. So the mouthfeel is pretty good. The mouthfeel is actually pretty decent. I wouldn't call it medium. It's not thin, like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. But it's in between like thin medium. Like, I guess just a regular, if your everyday shelfers. This is fine for your everyday shelfers as far as mouthfeel. So this is pretty much an average mouthfeel for an everyday shelfer. It is not thin, but it is not on that medium, in that medium category. It's very spicy on the palate. A lot of those notes that were in the nose, actually both notes, both of the dominant notes that were in the nose transferred over to the palate. So that sweet citrus, and then like that fig came over, almost like a fig Newton. Let's go back into the nose one more time. Still heavy on the citrus. I don't get much. I don't get a lot of that fig anymore. Starting to pick up like a little bit of black pepper. I thought I got like a sweet vanilla, but no, just not picking it up. Yeah, just cream, like a citrus, like a creamy citrus. All right, let's get back into the palate. So, if you like ryes, I think you will really enjoy this. It's not grassy. I don't pick up any of those dill notes. A lot of that fig did transfer over. Very citrus heavy to me. Spicy, very spicy up front. It's got a nice sweet finish too. Like, it's not gonna knock your socks off. I mean, it sits on the shelf every day at the Virginia ABC for $34.99. I believe down here by me, the Knicks of Clinton, I think they have it for the same price. So it's pretty much a $35 bottle. Let's get into the breakdown of this thing, because I like to do love it, like it, or leave it when it is on the Shelf Life series. So I am going to have to say that I like this bottle. I like it. For $35, it's not a bad bottle. It's very simple. Like I said, it was just really just two dominant notes on the nose, mainly that citrus and then that fig. And then I started to lose the fig, pick up more black pepper. Same thing with the palate, not super complex. Comes across very well. I mean, it doesn't come across thin, but it doesn't come across in that medium category either. Like I said, it's just like an average mouthfeel for a shelfer. Is it worth retail? I definitely think it's worth retail. At $35, we all know bourbons are getting super expensive. A couple dollars more will get you the full proof over here. And then if you like Blue Note, shout out to Brian and Laura from Bourbon School, because I know how they feel about Blue Note. But if you want something with a little more proof, I would say, you know, the Blue Note Uncut Unfiltered, or the regular Blue Note coming in at 93 proof, which is just a few, you know, proof points lower than this. Now, I haven't had the new label Blue Note Rye. I have had the Blue Note while they had it as Riverset Rye. So those are very comparable pours. So I think this will hang with the Riverset any day of the week. So $35, yes. Who's it for? I'm gonna have to say I would definitely recommend this to beginners all the way up to experienced bourbon drinkers. I think that it has enough going on the palate with like that spiciness that it would, you know, it would make experienced bourbon drinkers still tend to like it, because experienced bourbon drinkers, we like something that's going to bite us back a little bit. We like a little bit of a savory note. We don't want something that's just sweet and airy. And when I say airy, I kind of mean empty and bland, kind of like how the regular Woodford is to me. So I think a beginner all the way up to an experienced bourbon drinker would like it based on the notes that I got. Will it always be on the bar? I do have a lot of ryes on the bar. I don't typically go, because I don't do a lot of cocktails, so I don't typically go through my low proof ryes really fast. However, that was not the case with the new EC Toasted rye. That thing is amazing. Go check that review out. But this thing, I think when I run out of it, I will replace it. I think it will stay on the bar. Like I said, it offers great flavors. It also comes in at a great price. And you know, what more could you ask for? It's Green River. With that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.